Get ready. Pop culture has been dominated by Disney's more recent acquisitions. With the inclusion of Star Wars and Marvel to the Disney roster parks within the last few years as well. Disneyland Paris is the next resort seeing a newly built land, with Marvel Avengers Campus coming to Walt Disney Studios Park. An opening date of the 20th of July 2022 has been set, so what better time to tell you everything you need to know about this new land. Disneyland Paris is celebrating their 30th anniversary this year, so it's a great way for Disney to add to the occasion. The resort's second park has been quite lackluster since opening. A new world-class land is exactly what's needed. But what does it include? Well, let's find out. But just before we get into the meat of the video, we'd like to take just a second to remind you to give this a like if you enjoy it, and to consider subscribing if you haven't already. We put out new videos every week. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's jump back into the all-new Marvel Avengers Campus. Get ready. Attractions. The first thing you need to know about the new Marvel Avengers Campus is, of course, the attractions. The land will officially open with 2 rides, one of which you might be familiar with if you're aware of the Californian Disneyland Resort. Disneyland Paris is getting its own Web Slingers A Spider-Man adventure, albeit with a different name. Spider-Man W.E.B adventure is going to be the land's interactive dark ride. Recruits to the campus will team up with Spider-Man to capture escaped Spider-Bots before they wreak havoc in Marvel Avengers Campus. Riders equipped with 3D glasses will be able to sling webs to interact with and catch on-screen Spider-Bots. This gives you the chance to sling webs just like Spider-Man using innovative technology. At the end, your number of captured Spider-Bots as a team is displayed as you conclude your mission, knowing you have to ride again just to beat your score. The second attraction launching with the land is Avengers Assemble Flight Force. Previous guests of the park will recall a popular attraction named Rock and Roller Coaster with Aerosmith. Flight Force is a reimagining of this classic Disney coaster. Riders will board a high-speed coaster that brings them on a mission with Iron Man and Captain Marvel. You are said to be equipped with brand new Mark 80 armor, which affords you the opportunity to go into outer space with the superheroes. If you've ever ridden the original, you'll know that this is an intense launch coaster with 3 inversions. This will remain the same, but with a fresh theme and story. We're sure there will be plenty of debate over which version is better, as is always the case in these scenarios. Unless you're a big Aerosmith fan though, I'm sure you'll be of the opinion that Disney will do well here. Dining. The next thing you need to know about ahead of the land's new opening is the dining options. This land is going to be packed with places to eat, which is in dire need for this park. Pym Kitchen uses Pym particles to grow and shrink everything on the menu. This will include huge shareable sandwiches, burgers and donuts, but also tiny cheesecakes and other foods to sample on the menu. Stark Factory is the land's quick service option. This will offer pizza and pasta dishes mainly, and is set to be an immersive restaurant. As the name would suggest, it's themed to a factory that will feature innovative technologies and other prototypes from Stark Industries. Super Diner is going to be a small, diner-style eatery, offering traditional American fare you'd expect from a diner. To add to these typical restaurants, the land is also going to offer a further 2 food stands just to make sure that there's something for everyone. The W.E.B, Worldwide Eating Brigade, is a food truck offering different noodle and Asian food. Fan-Tastic Food Truck, as the name would suggest, is another food truck eatery. This is said to be Tony Stark's favourite of the bunch, offering New York City street food. This will include various types of sausages and hot dogs, toppings, as well as different types of cheesecakes on sticks, just in case you want dessert. In a park with almost no food options, it's great to see Marvel Avengers Campus getting lots of choice. As is the case with a lot of newer Disney restaurants, we're expecting a big step up in terms of quality. Disneyland Paris definitely has some room for improvement in this department, so we're really glad to see some new options. Entertainment. If the last 2 weren't enough for you, well, there's plenty of additional entertainment to grab your attention. This is definitely a particular point of interest for you die-hard Marvel fans. If you visited either of the Star Wars Galaxy Edge lands, you'll know that there's plenty of interaction with some characters. Marvel Avengers Campus is going to be no different. The land will feature spontaneous live-action stunts as Captain America and other heroes take to the rooftops to defend the campus from attackers. The training center will afford the new recruits to meet and greet with many of the Avengers members, such as Spider-Man and Iron Man. This interaction is going to be caught on camera using some new technology. Using 27 cameras, you'll be able to capture your meeting in a freeze-frame photo sequence that you can book using the Disneyland Paris mobile app. Seeing characters out and about is going to be a very common theme. Some of these will definitely be very interactive. Recruits of the campus will be able to train with Dora Milaje and learn to become a Wakandan warrior. And if you would prefer to dance than fight, you're also in luck. The land is going to include dance-off parties with Star-Lord and Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. This will definitely be a fun interaction to lower the more serious tones of the land. Hopefully in the future, we'll be able to get a fully fledged show to help bolster this area of the park. If you are planning a trip to Disneyland Paris this year, why not check out our overview of the resort's hotels, which will be on screen now. And if you're making a trip to Disneyland Paris for its 30th anniversary, leave a comment down below and let us know. And now you're ready.